Where do we go from here? That is a good question. We're, as my channel, I'm 950 subscribers now, so I'm 50 away from that magical mark. But what do I do regarding the channel? I've done a lot. I originally constructed this as a channel for playthroughs, playing the games that are on my shelf, not doing very much. I get quite a few views initially on a lot of those videos. It sort of deteriorates over time with each one. So but I do notice that when I do a chat along, or like an update or something like that, I get quite a lot more views. Um, maybe after time, the only people that are interested in the playthroughs are the ones who are really interested in that game. And that's fair enough. I'm playing the games, and that's what I want to do. So this is the September update. Where am I? Okay. So I've just finished the ambush, mission 7. Again, initially quite a few views, dropped down. Okay. And same with the likes and all the rest of that YouTube stuff. I'm partway through. Right, let's get some of these games, shall we? Right, Panzer Blitz. Okay, so I haven't put up anything with this for a while because me and Harry have not been able to play due to various circumstances, his work, my work, illness. We're partway through Situation 7 with this. We've done 2 sessions, so it's actually taking longer to play. Um, Quite a bit more thinking to do in Situation 7 than we've had to do in the other ones. We've got what we've got 2 turns left of it. So once we've done that, I will then make a video linking it all together. Now, I'm not sure if it's going to be 1 or 2 videos, but play through Situation 7, and we're going to be continuing. We want to definitely finish everything that's in this box, which was the 12 situations. So Panzer Blitz, yes, we'll be back shortly. Now, the one that the ones that aren't at the moment. Okay, so Quatre Bras and Ligny. So this was a playthrough that I was going to do it. Well, I was doing with 2 other players. We dropped the 2 p.m. turn, um, and we're so this was with Mark and Mark Hanna playing the British in Quatre Bras, and Mark Trowbridge playing the Prussians at Ligny, and me playing Ney and Napoleon at the same time. What went wrong? Well, multiple things. Um, I made quite a lot of tactical errors, and I think a lot of that was caused by lack of familiarity with the rules. Now, you might say, well, you've played quite a few of the other games, and that is true, but I haven't played them for a while. You think you know the rules, but if you haven't played it for a while, you start missing some of the nuances. And I was making a few mistakes, which would compound. Also, all 3 of us made mistakes with the variable reinforcements because we were playing it with the variable reinforcements. So d'Erlon's Corps could arrive at either the field of Quatre Bras or the field of Ligny, or neither, as has happened historically. Bulow's 4th Corps for the Prussians could arrive early. The Anglo-Allied contingents of, the Uxbridge's cavalry um, could have arrived and such forth. And it was all based on the purchase of these units and actually a die roll to see if they did arrive or didn't arrive. And you've got 3 opportunities. And there was various other things. We all made various mistakes. And so, to be fair, the rules did have quite a few gaps in them. So with that, plus the mistakes, I said, can we call a hiatus on it? And probably until October, but we've still got to decide if we want to carry it on at all. So I've shot the 2 p.m. and we've actually played halfway through, if not even more, of the 3 p.m. turn when it was starting to show that there was mistakes being made. So that's on hiatus at the present moment. But hopefully we will return to it. Rules more focused. I've read the rules again. I do enjoy the system, though I think I'm getting to the point I want a little bit more crunch back in my Napoleonics. Um, I sent. Yeah, I'd like to do the La Bataille again. Ultimate Crunch for Napoleonics. Okay, the other thing that I'm currently doing is, as you know, Into the Woods. And this is probably why the other one suffered a bit, because the rules for this, especially at my age, are intense. There are so many actual rules in the core rule set, but the actual special rules in here, it is hard work. And I think the not the La Bataille, the Ligny and Quatre Bras did suffer because of that, because of the amount of rules overhead in this system. Now, I worked about episode 37, 38 is about a drop, but that's as far as I've recorded so far. So work needs to be done on some of those because I've been trying to do one episode per every 2 days. That might have to slow down because oh, frick, I'll get it up. Where has it gone? Preparation in it. Because I'm doing this one, Airbridge to Victory, over the historical dates. Okay, so I can only record and play one game at a time. I know, it's lack of space. I know I'm doing all on the computer. So at the present moment, I'm trying to do these, the Airbridge to Victory, on the historical day of combat. So today, September the 17th, when this has been recorded, the first episode is, well, has dropped. It was released at 6 a.m. This has been recorded early in the morning, so it's out there. The afternoon turn will be dropped at 6 p.m. And I've so far recorded 17th, 18th, and half of the 19th. The 19th AM turns as far as I've gone so far. So I've done the first 5 turns. Now, am I enjoying the game? Yes, thoroughly. But it is a lot of work. And because of that, I'll have to put that on hiatus. However, it all depends how well this is received. If this only gets a few views here and there and such forth, then the game I enjoy playing the most out of the two is this one. But this was a promise, and if it's a lot of people watching it, they'll carry on because I am enjoying the game as well. It's not like I'm not enjoying it. You know, if I had to give these ratings out of 10, this would be a 7, and a solid 7. This would be a 9. Why is this not a 10? Because of the bloody rules. Rules overhead. So those are the things I've got currently on the go. Okay. What do I want to do? Now, if you notice in the photograph, I showed this one. It's a game I've never had and I've never played, but I want to play it and give it a try because I watched the recent TV series on it. Queen of the Skies. Now, I know this is a solo only game and it's a narrative driven. In other words, decision wise, there's not that many, apparently, many decisions, but hey, I'd like to get it. Well, I've got it. And this is a recent purchase, and I'd like to get to the channel at some point. So, you know, probably when Into the Woods is, I can't see that finishing anytime soon. Um, even when I finish the Airbridge to Victory, um, the Into the Woods will continue, and that's going to, say, hopefully drop every second day, though with a slight hiatus at the moment because of the Airbridge to Victory. Or if the hiatus doesn't occur, then the PC. I like to keep 2 games that I'm playing sort of going, like as I had with the Ambush and so on. But this I want to fit in somewhere. Now, eBay, that I picked off eBay. eBay is your gaming buddy. Okay. So things I've picked up in the last month or so. Um, all right, I've got this one. Now, this is the Great Battles in the Civil War, the initial iteration. Um, Never played it. It's still unpunched, but probably at some point might intersperse it. I don't know if it will confuse me so much. 'Cause I know the rules are quite, well, vastly different, though there are similarities. But I've got Wilson's Creek and I've got Pleasant Hill. Now, I've been looking. There are quite a few of these, and I'll see what I can pick up because I know there's what is there? Road to Washington and P Ridge, Cedar Mountain. So you guys will probably correct me on that. I mean, these are the two that I could find relatively cheaply in this country. P Ridge was a little bit out of my price range of that. Whew. Um, and I haven't seen any others at the present moment. So these two, I'd like to. I have no idea on play balance or whatever. I just know that they're great battles of the American Civil War, and I like my American Civil War. Um, so those I picked up fairly recently. Now I showed this one off when I actually because I pulled this out on out of storage at the same time I pulled Air Bridge of Victory out of storage, and it was Conscript Guderian. I would like to bring this to the channel. I have played this before. I've played actually the Avalon Hill iteration, so I've never actually played this one. But then again, I won't be playing this one because it'll be on the channel and on Vassal anyway. But I've got this version, and yes, I would like to bring this to the channel um, as a solo play, or if I can find someone to play against, that'd be fine too. The other two things I don't know if I'll be bringing to the channel. These are things I picked up off eBay. Um, these are reprints by some Wreck of the Pandora and the Voyage of the Pandora. Now, I don't got the wrong way around. The Voyage of the Pandora has been redone by GMT Games. So I saw this on eBay. A guy was selling them with remade counters and such forth, and I thought, oh, let's have a look at those. And they were relatively well, they were at a reasonable price. And I bought a few other products from Same Said Gentleman. You can find them on that. And the other product I bought actually is Panzerblitz 41, which had the counters already done, and they will go along with the Panzerblitz. Me and Harry have talked about them, and he said, "Yeah, let's do these after we finish the original 12 situations." So the Panzerblitz will continue to bring that all back into full cycle. There are other things that I have mentioned that I still want to do, like Siege of Jerusalem, and these games are packed away at the present moment because I can't do them all. As the Into the Woods is the big one of this continuing at the moment. I say we're up to about 37, 38 is still to drop, and then I'm going to pause. If, and that's a big if, the Air Bridge to Victory catches. If Air Bridge to Victory is ending with like 4 or 5 views and or even 20 views or something like that, and there's not much engagement from you guys, then I'll probably like, okay, I started it. I've got it. I will play it probably off screen because it takes a little bit of time to do the jibber jabber and the narration and such forth. I would like to present the whole of the game, but it's realistic with my time. If I'm still thinking, well, as I said, the one I prefer playing is Into the Woods. Then there's also the Ambush Stroke Battle Hymn. Battle Hymn Mission 2 is the next up on that one. When will that start? Well, that would start when the Air Bridge to Victory is finished. So, because again, I can crack out 2 or 3 turns of that in one sort of session, record them, and then edit it. The little bit of editing I don't do much, but the little bit I do, adding the title screen and all the rest of it, I could do 3 of those in an evening, 3 turns, and then schedule them. The Into the Woods, I can do 2 turns normally in a session, depending on how many or what activations required and such forth. So again, I can rack up a few of those and put those into a schedule, especially on a Saturday when and I'm not coming home from work like absolutely dead tired or something like that. How about the Air Bridge to Victory? Those turns are actually quite long. So they do take a little bit more. And because actually is a relatively new system to me, it takes even longer because I've got to wrap my head around it. I've got to think about what I'm trying to do with the rules. They're not complex. It's just different enough from most games that I've played that I've got to slow down, think, move, do. And yes, I am still making errors. So there we go. A quick September update. What I want to do, well, there's also quite a few other things that I want to do that are not playing games, mainly discussions. I still want to do my journey through the wargaming. I've done the early years video that was quite nicely received. Um, Part two would be my South African years, what I got up to in South Africa. Part three would be the initial return, part four, and so on. When I get to do those, I don't know. There's also a few other things I want to discuss, obviously around wargaming, but I'll leave those in the pipeline. They're in my mind. Okay. One of them was I want to do is a tier list of all the games that I've played on my channel, ranging from, these little tier lists. You've got A, B, C, D, and such forth. I was just going to do that, get little pictures of each of the games that I have presented on my channel and put them where I think they'll be on that tier list. Um, but again, that takes time. So when will I get to that? I don't know. The other thing I was wanting to do, this is what was I wanted to have a discussion about a game that I bought. I've quite recently on Elau by Sound of the Guns. I made a couple of statements on Board Game Geek, and it sort of caused a little bit of a ruckus, and I wanted to give my. I don't like typing because at work one of the things I do is a lot of typing. So the last thing I want to do is come home from work and do the same thing. Doing this, I don't do this at work. I don't sit there on the screen going blah 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 blah. Sometimes I do to myself, but you know what I mean. So I'm not a great one for like long discussions on Board Game Geek and such forth. So I thought I'd give a verbal one of my opinion and why I made the statement I did. If you're not sure what statement I made, I'm not going to say it now. Obviously, I wasn't going to discuss these two either. But if you want to go and check out Board Game Geek and look for Aaron Sibley, you'll see what I said. And it did cause quite a lot of replies and responses and such forth. But I will do that again at some point. Other than that, the YouTube stuff, do the housekeeping if you could, the like, the subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and comment. This is one of the main things for these discussion points or channel catches up is you guys let me know. If you think, hey, yeah, great playthrough of Airbrits to Victory, keep it going. And I see lots of people interacting with it, views, likes, and comments, then that will continue. The same with the other games that I do. I see Ambush, I get the same people, and that's nice, responding and liking and such forth and engaging with me. The more the merrier, because that's what I'm trying to build is my own little community. I mean, when I started this with only obviously two subscribers and one game on there, I didn't think at any point that I'd get to like 950 odd people who want to listen to me dribber jabber and play games, but you do sometimes. And thank you for being engaged and thank you for enjoying my channel. And please keep coming back. All I can do, is play these things. The original outlook, as I said, was to play games that were sitting on my shelf. What seems to have transpired, I'm getting more games, but at least they're getting played. So, yeah, I've got quite a lot in storage that I haven't brought out, which I will, and put them on my shelf and then play them on the channel eventually. So, as I say, until next time, remember, and I like to say in this one because it is so true, play games, have fun, bye to you all.